Hey guys, this is Viper 6. I had these two bikes following for a bit. It looks like, they're packing luggage, so I guess they're on a bit of a trip. Yeah, my son called me. There's a bit of a tragedy. And the tragedy is we're low on Fruit Loops and we need sliced bread. So, yeah, I better try and avert that tragedy. And those two guys did not wave. Anyway, yeah, so sacrilege, man. We're low on Fruit Loops. I should have asked him how he's set up for Frosted Flakes. It's funny how certain things to certain people represent the tragedy, and to some people it's like, okay, let me roll my eyes 4 times on this one. Anyway, well, it looks like we got some rain down there, so you know where I'm not going to be going. And we are approaching the end of the month, so the cops are going to be all too eager to give out tickets, so we'll slow it down to 60. Yeah, do you guys notice that in your neck of the woods? End of the month, cop needs to finish his ticket book, and yeah, we're going to nail everybody for something. So, let me know. Here it's all too prevalent, man. It's like, you notice it. This is going to be our new train station for public transit. Yeah, man, what a gloomy day. This kind of sucks. Well, at least it doesn't make it hot, because last night I went out to Canadian Tire to get some, soap for washing cars. And, man, it was hot. I had every vent open on my jacket, and I was still hot. And no, I will not go squid. Can you guys see what this lady has on top of her roof? That's like a really odd place to put them. They're ultrasonic whistles. So when the wind blows through them, they put out this high-pitched squeal that is supposed to avert deer. So the deer hear it and they kind of stay out of your way. They work for a little bit until they get plugged with crap, and then they don't work at all. So I know they have some electronic ones, and you're like, how do you know if it works, right? Yeah, you plug it in, you don't hear it, so how do you know it works? Seriously. You'd have to grab a dog and say, listen, do you hear this? And if he starts howling, okay, good, it works. If not, man, that's the best gimmick on the planet. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make a little comment over here about one guy I've subscribed to, Heath Gagnon. He's got his own channel. He's like, I told you guys over there, fishing, trapping, hunting, you name it. And on one of his vids, I saw that he caught his finger with a hook, and he had to, like, once a hook's in there, man. Except now in Alberta, because now we're not allowed to have barbed hooks anymore, which totally sucks. So, because you lose a few fish. So he hooked his finger, and once you're using a barbed hook, the only way to get it out is to actually rip it out. So yeah, he said there was blood everywhere, and it hurt. So I commented on his channel when I saw that about my experience. Man, my friend, this was a long time ago. We're on a boat. He's casting. He hooks my earlobe. Like, frig, did that hurt. So what I had to do was, I had to cut the back end of the hook and feed it through. So, man, I was like this close to slapping him. Okay? And he's laughing, right? Okay, it's funny, I admit, but my reaction was like adequate. So, man, I almost slapped him. But, you know, like I told Heath, karma exists because this same guy hooks a nice fish, and then when he's instead of bringing the rod a little further back so he's not bending it to unhook this fish, he's got the rod bent, he's working this hook, it lets go, and it nails him by the nostril. So now it's my turn to laugh. And all I did is I passed him my cutters. I said, here, cut the back end, feed it through. Enjoy. So yeah, that was, it was funny though. But we used to do so much goofy stuff, man. My other friend, man, he'd say he'd come fishing, but all he'd do is really come there to sleep, right? Rely on me to start the fire, start cooking the sausage or the steak, whatever he brought, because this guy was cool. Like he said, I will always bring the food. And man, he always brought in like 1-inch T-bone steaks or stuff like that, or these rolls of Italian sausage, you know? And all I had to do was cook it. But man, all he'd do is sleep. Wake up, eat, and sleep. That's all he'd do. So while he's sleeping, man, I stick a minnow down his underwear. I take off his boot, I put it in his boot, I put back his boot, and the freaking guy doesn't even notice, right? It's like, man. So we put a fish in his hubcap, and then he found it 3 days later when he couldn't take the smell anymore. Like, we used to do all sorts of weird stuff. It was all in good laughs. No one ever got hurt, you know, except for my earlobe. But that wasn't intentional. But yeah, this close to slapping him. Anyway. I have no idea where I'm going. My wife is off as well today because like she gets every second Friday off. So I booked a bunch of Fridays like that as well. Except for this one. This one is unplanned. Yeah, I was just going by weather. But the rest ones till almost the end of the year, they're all booked at the same time she's off. So she's off. She had to meet a friend for coffee, then for lunch, then for shopping, then for all that stuff. You know, stuff women do when they go out. Oh, and I passed my exit. Yay. Okay, so where am I going to go now? Oh, I know. Yeah, so that's that. Gonna sign off for a bit. Viper 6, over and out.